Okay, so the market's looking a little more positive today, and the Naira also looking a little stronger today at 156 Naira 20.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
We've seen markets now trading very well now, even since the inception of even at the at the end of the MPC communique released by the central bank governor, which moved the CRR by 2% upward, from 2% to 4%, and as well as we see the benchmark interest rate moved from 7.5 to 8%, 50%, at least 50 basis point increase. If we looked at the market, the fixed income market, from when the inflation figure of April was released, which stands at 11.3, we could see the demand for the fixed income market, fixed income products on the high side, which makes the yields in the fixed income products declining. But with the hike in the monetary policy rate and as well as the cash reserve requirement, we have seen a reversal of the trend, which we have seen a decline in the yields right now, and also in the money market. If we looked at the bonds market, we see the 3-year and below tenor to maturity, which is trading before the MPC communicate released, trading at 11%, is now trading at 11.3, while the 5-year trading at 12.3 is now trading at 12.52. You find out that the effect is more on the shorter end of the market than the longer tenor. Right. Why? Because the 20-year only moved by 10 basis point. And looking at that, even looking at the treasury bills, you will see that the 91 days tenor, I mean, comparing the auction before and after the MPC communicate, you could see that the 91 days and 120 days moved, at least moved up by 25 basis points across all maturities in treasury bills. And even also in the money market, we could see also as the overnight market rate moved from 9.75 to 10.75, which is currently trading.
Okay, Oladipo, let's talk about what we may expect going forward in the weeks ahead. I mean, you mentioned this cash reserve issue, and it's been quite a sensitive one for many banks because it's effectively an increase of 100%. How's it likely to impact on the money markets going forward in the weeks ahead?
Yeah, looking at the reserve, which was increased by 2%, definitely this will tighten up the market. And if we looked at the CBN governor pronouncement, the hike in the CRR is to further tightening the liquidity in the market, and as well as also to curb the expected inflation. You could see more tightening, and definitely for now, for this week, we see the overnight rate being maintained at 10.75. But with the further tightening, with the cash revive taking effect from June 8, we're likely going to see a more tightening market, and we're expecting the overnight rate to go above 10.75.
Okay, obviously the CBN is also concerned about the Naira, and their big issue is just to keep the Naira stable. When you look at the trading range for the Naira right now at 156 Naira, given the decision taken by the MPC last week, what's your outlook for the currency?
Looking at the currency and with the policy that CBN has adopted to at least to reduce pressure on the local currency, we see the Naira becoming stable, and then looking at that, Naira becoming stable, so we see a less pressure in the coming week.